to get things situated here. I'm going to pull the table 1 second. There we go. Okay, we'll see if anybody gets on. I know a lot of people have kids going back to school tomorrow. That's what's going on at my house. So it's like fighting with little people upstairs at my house tonight. I'm ready for school, by God. Hi, Miss Jen. Hi, Nikki. I'm so excited. You guys are both my cubies, Nikki and Jen, so that's exciting. My hair is weird. Hang on. There. That's better. Okay. So I'm going to get started just because the boys are upstairs being crazy, and my husband, I feel kind of bad for him because they're not wanting to go to bed like the past, like week and a half. They've been able to go to bed kind of later. We don't really do like 9:30. Is that right? Are you and Nikki really friends, or is that just... That's cool if you are. That's exciting. It's super exciting. I see Buffy's on here. Hi, Buffy. That's cool. I didn't know that. That is so exciting. I did not know that about you guys. Happy New Year. Yay. Now, I'm going to be honest. I got a Ninja coffee bar for Christmas. It was my husband's present to me. So I was like, oh, I have this live thing tonight. I need to be kind of awake and perky. And so I made a coffee about an hour ago. But now I'm starting to I don't know if you guys drink coffee or not. But I feel like I'm sweating. I'm my heart's racing and I'm sweating a little bit. So if I need to fan myself in a minute, you guys understand, right? Hi, how are you? And I hope I'm saying your name right. Is it Sevilla? Sevilla. Is that right? It's a beautiful name. So you can tell me how to pronounce it right so I know what I'm doing. Well, tonight I know we want to talk a little bit about social media and what that means when you are a LuLaRoe consultant. Okay? I think pretty much everybody here has the basics about joining LuLaRoe down. You click on my join link that has all of the PNP, it has the application, it has all of that stuff that you can look over. So you can, if you want to do that, feel free to do that. That will give you all of the logistics also. After you are in the queue, you have about 4 to 6 weeks, no, 6 to 8 weeks until you are, they call it onboarded, okay? And onboarding is when it's when you get your call from LuLaRoe, you order your initial inventory. All of the initial inventory is broken down into packages. Right now I believe that there's 3 packages, and you can pick the one that you feel, well, it's the one that you want. It's they range in price between $4,000 or $5,000 and $8,000 or $10,000 or something $1,000. Probably should know that. And so after you onboard, okay, that's after you get your call from LuLaRoe, you place your initial order, you pay the money at that point. That is when you really want to decide what you want to do as far as how you want to sell LuLaRoe, okay? And along with that goes social media, really. LuLaRoe started out as a home-based sales business, okay? Where you take the inventory to a person's house, you have a pop-up, you bring the inventory home, you do it again the next day. There was no social media, there was no Facebook, there was no Instagram, there was no Periscope. That's how LuLaRoe started out, and that's really where its roots are. So, to say that you're only going to sell on Facebook probably won't happen. You can strive for that, but now that there's so many LuLaRoe consult, and I'm not saying like so many like there's too many, I'm saying like there's an influx in the system of LuLaRoe consultants, for you to just be selling online is crazy. Okay? Because when you do in-home parties, that's where you meet the people that are going to be your loyal customers. Okay? They know you. They know your personality. They know your face. They know your voice. They trust you. That's the big one. They trust you. They, they know you from being at the in-home parties. That's where you get your loyal people in your VIP group. Okay? Yes, you can get loyal people in your VIP group without having the in-home parties, but that's really where you build like the foundation of your VIP group, okay? So, but to do it only in-home too, you can't really do that either. It's like a coin that has two sides. You have to do in-homes and you have to do online, okay? Because the online sales are going to be where most of your sales come from. Because let's face it, it is a lot easier to sit at home in your pajamas with a glass of wine and shop LuLaRoe, okay? For all of us. I mean, myself included, right? Maybe not the wine part, but so that's going to be where the majority of your big sales are going to come from, is from Facebook, okay? And that includes like when I first started, you listed all of, like you take pictures of your inventory, you list it all into the albums, the like photo albums in your group on Facebook, okay? And that's when I first started, that's what I did. Well, it worked really well for, I think I did that for like 4 months. And then Facebook got like turned into a jerk. Okay? And I hope that the Facebook people aren't watching me now, because they'll probably cancel my live sales and be done with me. But it was like it would only let me post 20 pictures at a time, and then go back and I'd have to like go open that album up, add my next 20 in, and when you have an inventory like right now I have just over 1,000 pieces. It took me like 2.5 hours to get all of my inventory loaded. And you just can't handle that. I mean, I couldn't handle that. I'm a mom. I have 3 boys. I can't, that was way too much time for me to do that, okay? So that's where like additional like pages, additional websites come in, where it allows you to have your inventory already listed and you can post them using those. Like, I know people on my sponsors team use Row with me, Shop the Row. I think there's one more. And then I use Boutique 360. Okay? So the difference there is that like you post the link, your people go to that page, they shop there instead of shopping on Facebook. Okay? So that's something that as you get further along in the queue, after you decide that you're going to sell LuLaRoe, you sign up for the queue, you're in the queue. These are all things that you guys need to think about. How are you going to take your pictures? How are you going to list your inventory? Okay. And then another thing you need to think about is how you're going to set up your Facebook accounts. Okay. Hi, Kelly. We're just talking about Facebook stuff. So right now I have a business page, a business Facebook group. I have an Instagram, and that's it. Okay. I don't tweet. Some people do Periscope. I don't do Periscope because I like Facebook Live. It means that all of my group can see me live instead of being on some other platform. So I have 3 things right now. Okay. So when you sign up and you're in the queue, you can set up your business page, okay, and your business group. Okay, your business page needs to be LuLaRoe, your name. Okay? From that page though, you need to make sure that you connect it to your group, okay? Like, and your personal account needs to say that you work at, like mine says, I work at LuLaRoe Allison Barker. Okay, so if someone doesn't know me, or someone sees me out in Facebook land and they're like, oh, hey, she does LuLaRoe, she looks cool, they can connect me to my Facebook group, okay? That's important because it has those, it's like a connect the dots, okay? So you have that where they can reach you on your Facebook page. They can go from your Facebook page to shop in your Facebook group, okay? And then, and the same with Instagram. You need to have that linked to your Facebook group too. So, I'm going to take a glass of water here. You guys, what questions do you have for me? Did I answer anything? Did I make a bunch of new questions? It's kind of confusing, so. What questions do we have about social media? I personally post in my VIP every day. Every day. If I can't think of something else to post, I will just post the picture that I posted of my fancy self on Instagram. And that will be that. So, what questions do we have about all of this stuff? When you are a consultant, are there weekly live chats to help you with questions you have when you're getting started? That's cool. Okay. When you are a consultant, are there weekly live chats to help you with questions you have when you're getting started? Not live ones that I know of. Not in, like, my sponsor doesn't offer that, and I don't think, like, her sponsors do a team training every week. That's Team Unicorn Wranglers. They do a team training where it's live, and they go over, they or someone else that they've brought in. Like, they had Amy Francis, they've had a lot of the big names have come in and done trainings about a specific topic. But since I am starting my own team and I have girls signed up under me now, we can totally do that. I was thinking about having, like, Monday nights be the opportunity group live. Tuesday nights would be like team training. Okay? So, like, when you're, like, just in the queue, just getting started, doing a live on Tuesday nights for those girls that, you know, because I like lives personally. I feel like it's a way that I can communicate with you guys easier. And I will have to check out the Instagram live. I think that's like I think they call it your story when you look at the top. I've explored that a little bit. Not much. Do you sign up under a consultant? Yes. And the reason that you do that is because that gives you access to that person's team, the person above them's team, the person above them's team. You know what I mean? So, like, my sponsor's name is Stephanie. Her team is the Live Happy Dream team. Okay? She has a bunch of people on her team. I can't even tell you. Let's see. I can look right now. How many people are on Steph's team? In her group right now, it's got 96 members. Okay? So that's people that are already onboarded, not in the queue, but already onboarded. Okay, and then from there it goes up to the Team Unicorn Wranglers, and they have just shy of 5,400 people in their team. Okay, so that's all of the people. But yes, you do sign up under a consultant. Yeah, Nikki, I think I'm gonna start that. I just decided today that because I've been having problems with naming my team, because right now I have two girls that are signed up. 2 girls in the queue, and then all of you awesome girls that are thinking about it. So I had to pick my name first so I can start my group. Okay, how much money or percent do you make per item you sell? Average, or, because it's different per each one. So average amount per item is going to be 30 to 40%, usually. Sometimes 50%. Average dollar amount per item is going to be $30 profit per item. Okay? So, like, just for instance, like leggings. Let's just say leggings, okay? When I buy leggings from LuLaRoe, we buy a 2-pack, it's $21. Okay, so that means that I pay $10.50 for a pair of leggings, okay? I sell them at $25. LuLaRoe does set, sorry, those of you that know me know that when I do lives I burp. It's just part of my quirkiness. So that was one of those. Congratulations, you got to witness it. LuLaRoe sets the minimum advertised price of items. Okay, so that means that when you're selling like leggings, they say you have to sell leggings. The minimum advertised price is $25. You're welcome for the burp. Okay, that means that you can't sell any less than that or get in trouble or not advertise that price. Okay, does that make sense? So we sell them for $25, we buy them for $10.50. But average is $30 profit per item. Hi, Ashley. Quotas that we have to meet or anything specific to stay active. To stay active as a LuLaRoe consultant, you have to make an order of 33 pieces. And that's a month, which is like ridiculously easy to do. I have already made, let's see, today's the 2nd, right? And I have already ordered, let me get over here. I think I'm at like 90 pieces already for the month. I'm at 105 pieces for the month. It's easy to do, okay? You do not have any specific quotas that you have to meet. Like, they don't say you have to sell 1 billion items. They don't say that. But you do have to purchase 33 items a month from them to stay active, okay? The smallest, like, we have onboarding packages. Okay, I'll pull this up so I can see it. It's in the photos in the group, okay, just so you know, it's in there. There's 3 packages right now. The smallest package is $49.25, $4,925. The biggest is $9,058, okay? The smallest package includes, let me see, it's kind of small. There we go. Cassie's, Classic Tees, Irma's, Julia's, Lindsay's, Carly's, Randy's, and Monroe, which is amazing. I don't even carry the Monroe. It's fantastic. So that, and all of that, that's 290 pieces, okay, that you get for the smallest package. But that's all in the photo albums in here too, so in this group. So if you want to look at that. What else? Hi, Rose. I see Rose is on here. Hi, Rose. So we talked a bit about setting up your Facebook, right? We really don't want you can set it up while you're in the queue, okay? I say don't open it to your friends or add people until after you have gotten notification that your order has shipped, your initial order is shipped, okay? Just because you don't want people to get bored. Like when I first set my group up, I added my mom and I added my sponsor, okay? And that gives you kind of a chance to figure out all the settings, how you want it to look, set some graphics up, you know, make sure that all of your little dots are connected, that your Facebook page connects to your group, and that your personal page connects to that, you know, so all of that stuff gives you a chance to do that too. Sorry. If you order the smallest package, can you still purchase other items that are not part of that package? Absolutely. When I onboarded, I did the smallest package. I onboarded the end of June, or yeah, the middle of June is when I made my onboarding order. And then 30 minutes later, I went on to our ordering system and I ordered all the maxi skirts. So you can add on anything that you want. If you say, you know, when I onboarded it was summertime, so I thought I'm going to be selling maxi skirts. That's the next thing that I want, and it paid off for me. It was a great seller. It is a great seller. So you can definitely, as soon as you're onboarded, as soon as you get the call from LuLaRoe, pay for your initial onboarding package, you can go immediately on and order whatever you want. We do have an order minimum, okay? So you can't just order like 2 Irmas, okay? You have a minimum order of 30 pieces. So keep that in mind too. Okay? What else? I love these. I love the Q&As. I feel like it helps me teach you guys better. Does that make sense? Because I can talk with you. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I can like save these and put them on YouTube. That's my next goal, is to like have a YouTube channel. That's my 2017 resolution. Approximately how long did it take different people you know to make their initial money back? I'm not sure, like different people. Personally, it took me 5 weeks. When you are first starting out, the more you have, the more you sell. Okay? So, what we recommend doing, when I say we, I mean me, my sponsor, and her sponsor's team, is to reinvest the money that you make for the first, like, probably 5 months, 4 to 5 months at least. Reinvest that money. Now, that doesn't mean that, like, if you have a loan or a credit card payment or something that you can't pay that, okay? I suggest that you do. But, you don't, like, I didn't anyway, take that, like, money and just go, hey, dollar bills, flying, you know? Like, you take the money, say, so you sell a pair of leggings for $25, you paid $10.50 for them, okay? So you go, you take the $10.50, you order a pair of leggings to replace the leggings you sold, and then you order another pair, okay, to increase your inventory. So personally, I made more than the initial money back in 5 weeks, but I'm not sure about other people how long it takes. It's all about the amount of work that you want to put into it. Setting up a Google Doc. Okay, I might have to flip the camera around for that. Let me get onto my Google Forms. Okay, so you go to docs.google.com/forms. Okay. Let's see if I do a blank one. It's pretty easy. Okay, you can copy mine if you want, Jen. Is there a specific one that you're trying to do? Like your checkout form? Or, like, I have a bunch. What I can do is I can, I'll post a couple of mine on there. You can copy it, okay? And check it out and let me know if there's, what other questions you have. How long did it take you to build your clientele? I feel like I don't know enough people to be successful. Okay. All right. Well, Jen, I'll post a couple so you can see the difference. And I'll post the, I think the main link for that so you can just grab that, okay? When I started my group, I actually wrote it down, how many people I started with, because I wanted to remember that. Does that make sense? Is that a weird thing? So let me get to my thing that says that. Let's see. Facebook totals. I started with 208 people in my group. Okay? Those were people that I knew, like friends. Okay? Friends of mine. And family, really. The way that I increased, I think right now I'm hovering at like about 2,000 in my group. I have, yep, just over 2,000. The way that I increased my group is doing in-home pop-ups. Okay, all of those people, if they leave the party and they're not a part of your group, then you're not doing your job. Okay, while they're at the party, add them to your Facebook group. Okay, if they can't figure it out, take their phone and do it for them. It's really easy, right, to add people to your group. The other thing that I did when I first started, and I'm thinking about going back to it a little bit just because it's kind of a different, another like way to get some sales, is I did in my VIP group, I did hostess parties along with my VIP sale. Okay. So instead of setting up like a different separate Facebook group, I had the hostess add her friends right to my VIP group. Okay. And you'll hear different, like, oh, that's good. Oh, that's bad. Oh, different. But this is what I did personally. That would increase my group. If I had 2 hostesses every week in my VIP sale, that would increase my numbers by 100 people at least every week. Okay? Once you get to, honestly, I stopped doing that when I hit 2,000 people. Because I figure, like, 2,000 people is cray-cray, right? Like, that's a lot to me. 2,000 people, and honestly, they're not all shopping with you. They're just in the group. They don't get your notifications anymore. They have completely forgotten about you, right? So as long as you have those people that are loyal to you, okay, and the way that they get loyal to you is by showing your true self through Facebook, okay? Posting things that are relevant to yourself and your personality, and a lot of times it's doing Facebook Lives that increases the loyalty of your personal brand, okay? That will make it. And then after you get to a certain point, like it says right now in my group that I have 47 new members. I don't know where they came from. I mean, it means that people that are loyal to me are spreading the word, okay? They're saying, oh, you look cute in your leggings. Oh, I have this awesome LuLaRoe consultant. Let's add you to her group. Okay, so then it kind of grows organically. And that's really what you want, because you want those people that are going to be loyal to you. You don't necessarily need to have a group with 20,000 people in it. Okay? So as long as you have people that are loyal, it doesn't really matter how big it is. Does that answer your question, Ashley? I hope. Okay. If you choose to leave LuLaRoe as a consultant, are there fees? Can you send your clothes back and get reimbursed? Yes and yes. I'm going to have to look this up because I don't remember the exact. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it will be posted on this group, so it's not going to like go away when I'm done. So you can always rewatch it. It could be because I'm in the basement too. Let me look and see. Let's see. How should I? Let me look here. Let's see if I can find that in my sponsors group. And if I cannot share it here, they just came out with it. A return thing, but I can't remember. I can't remember exactly what the new PMP says about it. Okay, Kelly. So what I will do, I will find it for you and I'll post it in this opportunity group so you guys all have that information when I find it, which will be after we get off the live, because I feel bad if I'm like this instead of like this. So what else do we need to know? Anything else tonight? Which type of party is most successful for me? My VIP is probably right now my most successful, like highest sales, okay? But there's different rates of success too. Like I did a multi-consultant sale in person in November, and it was successful to me because I think I sold like 15 things, and I booked 2 parties, and I got my face out there, right? So that was successful to me. My most sales-wise is my VIP right now. But when I first started, probably my most successful was the in-homes, because everybody can see the clothes, and the clothes sell themselves, truly. You have somebody that comes in, and they are not into LuLaRoe. They are only there because so-and-so invited them to the party, and they didn't have anything else to do, right? So they come in, you have them try on Like one lady, I had her try on a Julia dress, and I don't know if you guys have Julia dresses. They are super hard to pull off, personally. Okay, I love them the most. They make you feel like thebomb.com because they show your curves. They make you look amazing, right? But if you don't have the right body, sometimes they make you look lumpy, okay? But I put her in a Julia dress because when I was starting, I was crazy, and that's what you do. You just put them in all the clothes. She came out, she was glowing. Seriously, like her face was glowing. She looked gorgeous. She looked amazing. That was the girl, she didn't even want to come to that party. She didn't even want to go, you know? She just didn't have anything else to do. She left with the Julia dress. There's different levels of success, okay? Sales-wise, though, VIP, online. Julia hates you. Before I had onboarded, I had never tried a Julia before. I don't like super love it personally, but then I got one because I was onboarding and it came in my package and I was kind of nervous. Like if I hadn't tried it on, that's normally what I do. Before I add a style, I buy a few, try it on, wear it around, see how I like it before I like suggest it to you guys. So that's what I did. I bought a Julia. You know, I do love them, especially in the summertime. I love the Julia dress with the pair of cut-off shorts. I love it. They're amazing in their own particular way. Another way that I love the Julia, okay, is you wear it like as a closer knit shirt with a high-waisted skirt, okay? That looks amazing because then it doesn't matter what kind of tummy troubles you have. It's covered by the skirt. And it looks like a super cute, like, you know, t-shirt on the top. So if you guys haven't tried that, try that, because that looks really cute. Like, I like to wear it with Madison. You know, a Julia and then a Madison over top. Okay, what other questions? Yes. With the skirt, it looks really cute. I have some pictures that I did in the summertime. You know, back when you can go outside. And it's like nice out. Are there tutorials on how to set up your Facebook page, post pic, and all the techie parts of getting started? I think that's my biggest worry. Yes. There is, I can find some. After you get going, it's pretty easy. As far as like posting pics and stuff, I like to post a pic. I don't like to just, like if I'm going to be posting in my VIP group, it's going to be with a picture of something. Okay? It could be a cat. Check me out. Could be my Instagram picture for that day. Okay? But you want to post a pic because it's going to be, like, people are visual usually, and if they see that, then they're going to read what you wrote. Okay? As far as tutorials go, I can look some up for you. Okay? I'm sure that there are some out there, but it's not too hard. And obviously, I'm here to help you. That's my job. Okay? I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't answer your questions. That's my job. So, like, we can get on the phone when you're ready to do that. You know, you signed up, you're ready to start your Facebook stuff. Call me. I'll walk you through it. It's not a big deal. Okay? Well, I am here to help you. Okay? That's my job. Can you make up your own marketing events, or do you have to follow a pre-planned event? You can make them up. You can totally make them up. LuLaRoe likes that you use their colors, okay? But you, like, for Facebook events and that kind of stuff, you don't have to use their colors. You don't have to use their fonts. Okay? I use, like right now, it's called PicMonkey for all of my graphics, unless it's something that I've stolen from someone online. Like if I'm in a hurry and I can't find what I want, like I'll just Google whatever I need and then I'll find it and I'll save it and that's what I use. Okay? But there's also LuLaRoe graphics. They have a whole, like they call it the box, where you can go in and in the box is like, Oh, it's got all kinds of stuff. It has like all of the, let me get it up here. It has all of the like sizing charts. It has thank you graphics. It has social media posts. It has business cards, product descriptions. Like, it has a whole bunch of already set up LuLaRoe graphics. So if you want to use specific, like, you know, like back to school LuLaRoe graphics, like there's a bunch. You can always use those too. But I use like PicMonkey if it's just something like with a, you know, plain background or, you know, and words on it. That's what I use to make mine, is PicMonkey, and that's free. Okay, what did you do for your launch party, and how long was it after you received your inventory? I am pretty sure that I onboarded the middle of June. Let me see if I have it on here. And I know that I got my inventory the 21st. Doesn't say. Okay. I think it was like 2 weeks after I onboarded, when I got my call, to when I got my inventory. It might have even been faster than that. It was pretty quick, because it was almost like, I think I expected stuff to come like the next day or the day after, and it was like I came home from like Meijer or somewhere, and there was like 10 big LuLaRoe boxes on my back porch, which is so exciting and scary and exciting. So for my launch party, geez, I'm trying to remember. You mean the in-home launch party or the online launch party? Because I think I'm pretty sure I did an online party first. Yes, I did. I did an online party first. So what I did for mine is I did like the week before, I did a giveaway every day. Right? I did like, I can even look back probably. I did a giveaway every day. I gave away, you know, skirts and shirts, and I don't even know if I'll be able to go back that far on my Facebook. You know, I gave away everything. I did. I think I gave away one of everything. One thing a day. And that's what, you know, got people excited, really. They were like, hey, yeah, Allison's giving away free stuff. She's crazy. I'm not going to be able to go back that far. So that's what I did for my launch party. Just get the word out. There's some, like, if you want to do an in-home launch party, that's cool. I like to call those open houses now. Just inviting your friends over to your house and having them shop. There's, in the box, there's my size card. That really helps for those launch parties, because what that does is it gives you, let's see, I think I have it on my, yeah, let's see if I can show you. Okay, this is on the back of my business card. So these are like the dresses, I think, yep, and the shirts and the skirts, okay? And then they can, like, you say, hey, if you try on one of every style that I carry, not only do you find out your size, but I'll give you $5 off your purchase, okay? That's a good one. Because then they're like, oh yeah, dude, $5, I can dig that. So they take one of everything into the dressing room. They come out, they look fabulous and everything. Okay, you just sold, instead of selling like one pair of leggings, you just sold 7 things to one person. Because they love it all. And that's how LuLaRoe is. You try it on, you feel how soft it is, you feel how comfortable you are, you know, and you want to buy it because you feel wonderful, right? You are welcome, Kelly. That's my goal, to be comforting and helpful. Because it's not scary, okay? I want it to be not scary for you. I will be brave for you, okay? Nikki says, I was thinking of doing one in-home first to make connections with my local girls. That is definitely a good idea. My local girls are they're so cool. Like, every time I have an open house, I'm like, I'll just, like, I like to do spur of the moment open houses. I feel like it's less pressure for the people. But the launch party should be a big thing, so that should not be spur of the moment, okay? That should be like kind of, you want to make that one a big deal. Because it's like your coming out party, okay? But as far as like open houses and stuff, now for me, I always think, oh, no one's going to come to these silly open houses. You know, I have 3 kids running around. Like, my house is 85% clean, but, you know, like, everyone's busy. No one's going to come. And I always have, like, legit 20 to 25 people show up at open houses. I don't know why. Yes, I do. It's because people love LuLaRoe. And if that means that they can come in, they can try on the stuff, they don't have to, like, fight for it online, okay? They can come in, they can see in person if something matches, okay? They get to hang out, they get to eat some light snacks, they get to, you know, like, I let people bring their kids, their kids play with my kids. It's a win-win for everybody. But they're very fun. Another good idea for, like, your launch party is to do, like, swag bags. Little bags that have, you know, like, book a party, pick a bag. That's a fun one. It would have, like, leggings or, like a, you know, $25 off your next purchase, or, you know, a bunch of candy and a bottle of wine or some bath salts or something. That's a good way to do it too, because you want to have parties booked from that party too, your launch party. What else? I'm on a roll tonight. See, my coffee, like, sweatiness is gone now, so I'm ready to roll. My sweatiness is gone. Isn't that so exciting? The guys that have just joined are like, sweaty coffee girl, that's weird. Anything else about social media? You want me to show you really quick how I have it? I probably can do it. Let's see. Yes. Let me turn you around so you can see how I have mine set up. If I can get you off the stand. Okay, so this is my personal profile. Let's focus in here. Okay, so in my About section, it says, I am the boss lady at LuLaRoe Allison Barker. Ooh, ooh. Okay, so they click on that, right? And this is your business page. This is mine. I mean, all of this stuff doesn't look like that to you guys, but that's what it looks like to me, okay? So this has, you know, like, honestly, what I use this for is posting my Instagram pictures too. For some reason, it posts, it shows up in people's news feeds better from my business page than it does from my group usually. And then when I click on this little Shop Now button, it should take me. No, I don't want to edit. Click the wrong. Why is it not going? Oh, there it is. Okay, well, for you guys, it goes to my VIP group, okay? Maybe now it will work. I don't know why it's not working. Because it's me, probably. Okay? So that's how that works. So you guys know how to connect all the dots. Okay. What do you need to have for people to pay for items at an in-home party online? Does LuLaRoe set you up with what to do? The LuLaRoe has what's called, we used to call it Audrey. Okay, it's like the ordering, purchasing, selling, team building, all of it was in one big thing. It was called Audrey. Now it's in two different websites. So you have Bless, which is where you do your selling from, and your team building, I think. And you have Build, which is like where that's your team one. Okay, so when you when you sign up in the queue, you get access to Bless and to Build, okay? Bless is where you sell. All of that stuff doesn't become active until you're actually officially onboarded, okay? But you can kind of see some stuff. Like, it's not the full website, but you can see it. You need to run all of your stuff through Bless, okay? Some people use a Square, okay, which is good for, like, in-home parties. sometimes because then you can just use your phone to swipe, okay? I've never had any problems connect to the people's Wi-Fi, okay? So I can just run everything right through Bless with my laptop, okay? Bless has, you know, it lists all of your inventory that you have. It selects it all. It has if you want to pay with a credit card, if you are doing a cash sale, or if you're sending an invoice. It's all right on there, okay? And then you just, you know, type in the information that they need for those specific things, okay? And LuLaRoe sets you up with that. They also take out your sales tax, like I'm in Michigan. So we have 6% sales tax here. So LuLaRoe takes 6% out for sales tax, and at the end of the year they file that for you. Yeah, so like I said, when I do in-homes, I just take my laptop. There has been one time that like the Wi-Fi, they didn't know the code or whatever, the password. So I just used my phone's hotspot and I used data, but it was worth it. You know what I mean? What else? Are we learning lots of things tonight? I feel like this is a good one. Are you guys learning lots? Taking notes? Yeah? I hope so. If someone does not have Wi-Fi, that's when like I used, why girl? If someone doesn't have why girl? That was funny. If someone doesn't have Wi-Fi, that's when I use my phone's hotspot. I think that there is things that you can do too as far as like a mobile Wi-Fi. If you're really concerned about it, you can check into that. I have one of those too. That's like, it's a Wi-Fi box that I use when we're in the car. It's like a portable thing. We just plug it into the cigarette lighter. And sometimes I just, like if I'm worried about not having Wi-Fi or whatever, I throw that into my bag just in case. Yeah, because you need Wi-Fi to process the payments. You know what I mean? 6% is my sales tax in Michigan. Where are you from, Kelly? LuLaRoe, like, when you do a sale, where you are is what LuLaRoe charges for sales tax. Does that make sense? So if you're in a state with no sales tax, that's awesome. More customers for you because people hate paying sales tax if they don't live in that state especially. I live in Michigan, so our sales tax in Michigan is 6%. So when I sell something, my customers pay 6%. Yeah. Okay. So your customers will pay 6% sales tax on their items. Okay. But LuLaRoe takes that out and they process the sales tax stuff for tax time for you at the end of the year. So you don't have to worry about that. You do have to worry about income tax, but not sales tax. That's what the 6% was. I do. Well, I live by Gaines. Like halfway between Gaines and Swartz Creek. Where are you? Are you going to tell me? Nikki, you're taking notes? That's good. I'm excited. I like that I'm giving you stuff to take notes about because that's like my biggest fear. That you guys are going to be sitting in your houses. Lyndon, oh, Kelly, we should do like coffee sometime. You want to do coffee? That is not far from me at all. Not at all. We are off of Grand Blanc Road on Nichols Road. So, I think I picked my team name. Since I have two of my girls. Oh, good! Since I have two of my cubies on here, I will tell you guys first. I am naming my team Team Beauty, Grace, and Style. You guys like it? Beauty, Grace, and Style. I wanted it to have, yeah, let's do that, Kelly. I wanted it to have beauty in it since it's Barker's Beauties is my VIP. So, yeah, you like it? I'm so, like, it's been the hardest decision. I'm not even kidding. Because I want it to, like, mean something. I love, like, the Unicorn Wranglers. Like, I love, you know, they have an amazing team, but I want it to mean something. So, oh, good, I've been helpful. Good. Seriously, like, it was worrying me. I'm like, I don't know. You know, do I know enough things to tell people? I guess I do. I love that you guys are joining me for these, too. Because that's another fear, right? You're putting yourself out there. Say it again so I can write it down. Okay. It's Team Beauty, Grace, and Style. Team Beauty, Grace, and Style. Yeah. It took me like a couple weeks. It took me a couple weeks to decide it. No, I want you to ask a lot, Kelly. That's good. Yeah, LuLaRoes. Okay, should we talk about LuLaRoes? You guys all know what LuLaRoes are? LuLaRoes are when your husband helps you out with your LuLaRoe stuff, and like, I think it's awesome. My husband's not into it, which is cool. He like helps me a lot in other ways, like putting our boys to bed at night when I'm doing lives and carrying all my inventory into the car and helping me unload and set up and everything. He's a behind the scenes kind of guy. But a LuLaRoe is really like when they get involved and they help to like, I've seen a lot of guys like on their wives' live sales. It's kind of fun. They like take it over. LuLaRoe. I love that. There's a whole like, in the Team Unicorn Wranglers, they just started like a whole separate page just for the LuLaRoes. Yeah, because in my sponsors team is Danielle and Phil Russell. Phil is a very, very integral part of Danielle's business and like is amazing. So he's a LuLaRoe all the way. So they've made a team, like a Facebook group just for the LuLaRoes to like to have and to do, which is really cool. I don't know what you can do to convince your husband though. My husband, when I first like thought about starting LuLaRoe, I said last time that it was like a worm in my brain. I couldn't stop thinking about it when I first wanted to sign up. That's good, Rose. That's good to help. I mean, to have that your husband help, because it's hard to like not. I mean, I don't want to say that my husband wasn't supportive. He was 1,000% supportive. I worry about people that don't have that though. So if your husband's on board, that's amazing. When you are coming to your husband and you're saying, "Hi, babe, I want to start a business and sell clothes, and it's going to cost us like $6,000, $5,000 to $6,000. So, like, let's do it." You know, if your husband's on board, that's super amazing. It's scary when he's not, or when he's scared. In my instance, my husband was on board, but he was like, "Really? Like, this is kind of a lot, you know, to take on." And when I started making money, he was like, "Let me carry these bags for you." Which is great, and he's totally supportive now. Your hubby volunteered to take... See, he's already a LuLaRoe, and you haven't even signed up yet. I love that. We got a whole bunch of LuLaRoes here. That's awesome, you guys. Okay, what else? Any more questions? Is he really? Well, awesome. Professional photographer status. That's amazing. Like, that definitely helps. To have a husband who wants to take your pictures and, like, is really good at photography. That's amazing. Okay, so I have one question for you guys then. What's holding you back from joining LuLaRoe? What's holding you guys back from joining LuLaRoe? I know I have a couple of my girls that are already in the queue, so we don't need to know what's holding them back because nothing's holding them back anymore. What's holding you back from joining LuLaRoe? Like, what's your biggest, like, oh, I would do this, but, okay, the money, okay. Legitimate concern, right? What else? The startup cost, the money, okay. Is it more that you don't know where the money will come from, or that you don't know that your money will be paid back? Okay, well, Kelly, wait and start up your business, like, sign up to do your business first and then get your laptop, because then you can write it off. That's what I did. When I signed up, we don't have like a savings account. Didn't have a savings account. So we didn't have the money to start it up, okay? So I did a 0 interest credit card. That's how I paid for mine, okay? So to pay the money back, okay? Timing and personal fear of failure. Aw. Well, I follow you on Instagram, and I think that your stuff is amazing already. So I don't think you need to be afraid of failing, okay? Like I said before, let me be brave for you, okay? Let me, my job is to help you guys along with your process, with all of your questions, with all of your, you know, all of your Facebook needs, all of your in-home party needs. Seriously, like my sponsor, personally, I talk to her. At first, I was talking to her probably every day, asking her questions literally every day. I'm sure she was like, this girl is crazy. But I rely on her, and I want you guys to be able to rely on me too. Okay, let me be brave for you. As far as paying the money back, don't be worried about that. I started the end of June, and I don't like to be like braggy. Does that make sense? But I made close to $60,000 last year in sales. That's my sales totals, okay? You will pay the money back. And that's all I'm saying, because I don't want to be braggy. But I want you guys to know that it's okay. It's scary. But you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay. Do we have any other questions? Anything else? Rose, it's crazy. Seriously. When I started LuLaRoe, I was like, I didn't even have like a number in mind. I didn't. You know, if I could pay my money back, that would be good enough for me. You know, like maybe a couple, you know, maybe like $100 or $200 a week. Just in addition, that was for things that the kids need. So I wouldn't have to say no to my kids when they needed something. That was my total sales. So, you know, like a couple hundred a week is good for me. Like I'm good with that. I didn't have this in mind when I started. It's totally taken off in an amazing and like totally blessing-full way. That is really like the biggest thing that I think. I wish that I could just like fast forward your guys' journey so you would know what I'm talking about. LuLaRoe is about strengthening families and blessing lives. It's not a clothing, I mean it is, but it's not like a clothing company where they want to sell you their clothes, okay? They want your family to be strong. They want you to be able to spend time with your kids and be able to help your husband pay the bills. Okay? They want that for you. Legitimately want that for you. Which is totally amazing. So, look at me getting all weepy. I always do that. It's amazing. It's an amazing thing. Okay, no more crying. So let's talk about something else. Any other questions for tonight, you guys? Okay, I'm going to repost my join link so that you guys, if you want to look at like the PMP, oh, I think you're amazing too, sweetheart. If you want to look at the PMP, all of the extra, like the nitty-gritty kind of stuff, that's all listed on that link. I'm going to, I'll post a couple of my things for Jen for the Google Forms. And I will find out what the current policy is if you want to get out of LuLaRoe and, you know, like what the process is there so that you guys know that there's a backup system. Okay? And along with that too, if you get in and you decide that it's not for you, you want to sell all your inventory, seriously, other consultants will buy that from you. Okay? They will. I've seen it happen. People that have been in for, you know, they just decide that it's not for them. They have a group started where they say, this is all wholesale, and it gets sold. So you might not even have to worry about that. But just so you guys know that there is a, like a policy with LuLaRoe where you can send it back too. Oh, I love you guys. Okay, I'm going to say good night because I don't see any more questions. Okay? So good night, and I love you. See you guys next week.